night. And live. Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at point guard. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Towns with the steal. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Kevin?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brunson finds Hart. And Brunson, the basket on the assist by Hart.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Torrey can't hit. The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Some nice passing by New York here. Drills the three-pointer.
He's one of the all-time shooting bigs. Towns is a marksman from deep.
And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. 5th on the list, OG Anunoby.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
Yeah, they really do make up the perfect blueprint of a strong defender at the 3 spot, combining the ability to defend on the floor and in the air.
Torrey gets the bucket.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Whew, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Back to Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pass to Porter, jacks up a 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Brunson right side, and finished off by Robinson.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Here's Traore. Last game we saw him score 13. There's Porter with the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down because, after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks leading by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Saroff is out there with Terrence Mann. Then Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Another miss by Towns.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Wolf.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back over to you, Kevin.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Different look for New York. OG Anunoby's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. New York moving the ball around. On deep, Brunson. Porter pulls it in. Nets trail by 3. And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in his game.
And he comes up with the deuce. Claxton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Towns a screen on Powell. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Outside Williams. Shoots over Clarkson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Powell. Still yet to score. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Everyone, I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
Torrey's checked in for the Nets. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. And Hart subbed in for Clarkson. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Bridges against Powell. Porter, no luck.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Hart the pass to Brunson. On the wing, Bridges. Guarded by Powell. Bridges misses. Nets trail by 3. Here's Torrey. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as much as 10. And it's hard penetrating. Outside Robinson. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Clock at 6. Deep 2 from Robinson. Misses off the right iron.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Pass to Torrey. The kick out to Porter. He nails it, and we're tied up. Porter's got 6 points.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
You know, right now for the Nets, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
It takes a lot to dominate a game without shooting lights out, but that's exactly what he was able to do with his play on the glass.
Yes, sir. I mean, that area around the bucket has been his turf tonight. A sensational display of rebounding in the first half.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, Kevin.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
You know, OG Anunoby is one of the most physical and intimidating defenders in the league, but he is also, I think, underrated as a 3-level scoring threat.
Here's Clowney. Nothing on the board. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Soray. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. The Knicks with the lead. Hart the pass to Towns. Out to Brunson. Offline with his 3.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
Pass to Porter. Here's Clowney for the lead. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Now Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Connects from 3-point range. And the Knicks lead by 5.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
It's Claxton high post. Porter passes to Claxton. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as much as 10. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Brunson surveying the D. That shot wide open. And now a 7-point Knicks lead.
That polished jump shot of Brunson's is really a key part of why he's so effective as an offensive player.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's see what you got. Next desert.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Mikal Bridges.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
.114 left in the third quarter. Pass to Wolf. And here is Powell. Williams for 3. It's good from long range. Williams has got 5 now.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Anunoby passes to Clarkson. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Powell. Williams with the ball. Bridges covering.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Clarkson passes to Robinson. Clarkson against Powell. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
There's Williams, and Bridges with the block.
Bridges' defense is so important to this team. He gives you some rim protection from the wing.
Here's Wolf. Oh, throws the buzzer-beating dunk. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Knicks lead by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Saraf. Williams is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Wolf in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the basket by Alvarado. Nets trail by 4. Here's Saraf. Oh, Porter in position. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. It misses. Nets trail by 4. Here's the drive. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
At the line, 1 time.
And that one misses. The Knicks shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Bridges. Oh, what a play inside.
Mikal Bridges cleared for takeoff.
The Nets shooting the ball at 42%. Now Powell. Porter fires. The 3 goes down.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And hit the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's the pick. Throws it down. What an assist!
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's a 1-point game. Fires the 3. And there's the the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
15.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Porter knocks down the three.
And Porter Jr. is a big shot maker. He loves having that opportunity.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Count it!
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
Porter outside. Here's Traore. 4 on the clock. Now Porter. He's off from 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Brunson, here we go. And he banks the layup in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now Powell. Here's Traore. Porter outside. Knocks down the three.
Porter Jr., what a clutch shot. Stepping up when they needed him to.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Brunson. Guarded closer. And that one is good!
Jalen Brunson, cold-blooded in the clutch. We've seen this movie many a time before.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Major poise for Porter Jr. Big time at coming through when his teammates need him to.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
All right, man. Who is the teacher? Come on. Let me hear ya.
Here's Bridges. And they get it back. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded close. Hart trained from outside.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
The zone team.
Where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean,